Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. Hey y'all, this is take two because I had to stop y'all. Real talk. I was listening back to my voice and my voice was sounding a hot mess. It was sounding a hot mess express, y'all. I was like, let me eat this. Let me suck on this cough drop. Let me suck on this cough drop and let me get back with y'all. So I just want to say really quickly, thank you to all you guys for your well wishes. Your girl's doing a little bit better. But not 100%. So, I feel like the worst of whatever I came down with is over the past couple of days. I did go on site for Easter service because my church did like dress down Easter because they wanted to attract like new members and all this and that and say, hey, we don't need to be all glammed up for the Easter. So they specifically said wear jeans, wear, being holy jeans, right? Like holy, like not literally. Well, some people took it literally holy, but like like holy jeans, right? For the Lord, for Resurrection Sunday. But I don't think I got some from that because I forgot that I went to a relative's house the day before, and I'm not going to put them on blast. I'm not going to put their business on blast, but I might have gotten sick from them. I don't know. I'm not blaming them. I'm going to blame myself. I got sick, right? And when I get sick, it's bad. It's bad. Everything shuts down. I haven't called off work though, although my coworkers heard my voice and they were like, you do not sound good. Right? But I sound a lot better now after I took this cough drop. So I sound a lot better than what I have been sounding. The last recording that I did of this about Porsha's YouTube child, it was a lot. It was a struggle. It was struggle, you guys. But we're going to get into it. Thanks for your well wishes. I feel a lot better than I felt the past few days, and we're just going to keep trucking along. Lots of Mucinex, lots of NyQuil, lots of Dayquil, lots of cough drops, lots of Theraflu, lots of Alka-Seltzer, lots of, right? So we need to talk about Porsha's YouTube. I think she's almost at 30,000 subscribers. The one thing I will say in regards to all of the new Real Housewives of Atlanta, current peaches and former peaches, I am grateful that Porsha's consistent. I am grateful that Porsha's consistent on YouTube. I'm happy that she's feeding us content. I truly am. I love the editing. I love the special effects. The thumbnail is funny. Like, I love all of the extras that they add in there, the animations, the graphics. On point, y'all. On point. We do not see this Porsha, however, on the show. We do not. It's a totally different show, you guys. We do not see this Porsha on the show in any capacity, y'all. And I want to say this too, right? Because a lot of people always ask about YouTube, right? I want to tell you guys for real, on some real stuff, YouTube is not easy. It is not easy, you guys. I'm a few years in and I'm here to tell you YouTube is not easy. It is not guaranteed month to month that you'll make a certain amount of money. It is not guaranteed. Yes, consistency is key, but the other key too is people actually watching your videos. People watching your videos is so important, you guys. There is a huge difference of somebody getting a lot of views and only watching 1 minute of your video, and maybe somebody getting, a decent amount of views, but watching your entire video. It's like that, like, there's so much that goes into the algorithm. There's so much that goes into the watch ads. There's so much that goes into the watch time. So say you can have a video with like, 10,000 views, but you only watched a minute of it on average, right? Or say you have another video that got 5,000 views, but it was a 10-minute video and people watched 8 minutes of it. That video is going to make way more. Right? So it could be a difference of somebody making a couple of dollars on a video versus somebody making a couple of $100 on a video, right? Or even 100, right? On a video, right? So it all depends, right? It depends on several things. So don't always just think, oh, because somebody has X amount of subscribers, or oh, because somebody has X amount of views, that they're doing X, Y, and Z on YouTube. It's all about the analytics. It is all about the watch times, how long people are tuning into your content, how much people are returning to your content, and all of the things, y'all. So I just wanted to say that. So Porsha, y'all, she is getting ready for Dennis. In this YouTube video, she is getting ready for him. I don't care what she says. She is getting ready for this man. She has on a cat suit, you guys, and it's talking about some Uchi crack. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Child, why do you have on a cat suit for your baby daddy? Make it make sense. See, this is why people struggle dating people with children. This is why the number one reason people struggle dating other people with children, whether you have children or not. The struggle is there is that gray area where people do not know, are y'all still hunching? All y'all still hooking up? All y'all still doing the grown up together? Can y'all just let us know? Porsha is in this cat suit. Has got Coco and Chanel out. Has got, showing her workout plan, trying to look good. Now I feel like in a sense she's trying to give it to Dennis, like look at all of this you're missing out on. But then I feel like on the other side it's like, this is what you're missing out on. This is what you played me for. But if you want some get right, we can get back to this, right? But I don't know. It's just me. It's just my opinion. And I want to say again, love or hate Porsha. I don't, it doesn't matter to me. It's not about like or dislike for me. It's about right and wrong, right? So I feel like Porsha is really killing it in these videos. So this was supposed to be a video. So first she's she's reading y'all comments, she's reading y'all feedback, and she said she was getting dragged for pronouncing mukbang wrong and wanted to know what it was about. And I don't even know if I just said it wrong. I'm not sure. I'm gonna blame it on the sickness. I'm gonna blame it on my illness, y'all. But nonetheless, Porsha's promoting Dennis's, alcohol, everything else. And this is just menacing behavior because Dennis has two phones right off the rip on the island. And I'm here to tell y'all from experience, a man with two phones, it doesn't end well. It does not end well. And how about you accidentally send somebody a message that was supposed to go to somebody that was on the other phone? No lie at all. Like I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. It happens. You got multiple phones, and that's how you find out somebody is playing you. That's how you find out fast if somebody is playing in your face, when you get the wrong message. When you get the wrong message. And you're like, I know that wasn't for me. I know you didn't send that to me. I know that wasn't for me. Like it's just crazy. Now, back in the day, before, the technology we have now, another way you could spot out some suspect behavior is on the flippity phones. On the flip phones, if you could, if like somebody sent you images or somebody sent you something and you knew something was odd or wasn't supposed to go to you, you could get to the image details, y'all. You could get to the details of the message and also find out receipts that this wasn't meant for you. This was not meant for you to see. This was not meant for you to see in any capacity. So none of the less, y'all. Porsha is talking about some type of truth or drink type of game that they're going to play with Dennis's alcohol. Dennis comes in. He's like, I'm from the D. What up, though? Da 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 da. Porsha puts on an apron on Dennis that she says that her and Pilar wear. Dennis the Menace. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Has on a Pilar, chain that he is modeling for the cameras. I don't know what he's got on with this snowsuit outfit, which is hilarious because Porsha makes a joke about it towards the end of the video, and it's hilarious. So they're going to make hot dogs. They're going to make Dennis's famous hot dogs. That is what is on the thumbnail of the video as well, is Porsha with a hot dog and Dennis in an apron, y'all. And like I said, I'm here for the creativity. I am here for all of it. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they were going to get together in terms of the video that Porsha did when Dennis made that cameo to pick up Pilar and to pick up the dog. And Portia's telling him about her YouTube and he's talking about a collab. And she's like, no, there ain't going to be no collab. You know, you always cause so much attention and da 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 da. And I was like, there's going to be a collab. Watch. There is going to be a collab. Watch, y'all. And so, none of the less, you know, Dennis is chopping onions up. He is cooking, you know, the hot dogs. He is buttering the buns and all of this and all of that. And I keep looking at this video and I'm like, isn't this the marital home of Porsha and Simon? Now, I want to say for the record, I know no details about the divorce. I know no details. I've not seen any court documents. I don't know if Portia's supposed to be there or not. I don't know if Portia's name on the deed. I don't have that information, y'all. All I know is Dennis is mighty comfortable in the marital home of Porsha and Simon. They're allegedly supposed to be playing games of, truth or drink. Porsha shouts out her appearance on the Sherry Shepherd show. Porsha is modeling her workout routine in this cat suit, child, that she's been doing with her trainer. And, Dennis is checking her out, y'all. And he's like, yeah, you look good. I can tell you've been working out. I'm like, here we go. And, so they've got everything assorted, right? They got the ketchup, they got the mustard, they got the relish out, they got the onions out. Then they got the chili. I don't know who they're cooking for. I don't know how Porsha and them are eating so much food and it's just like 2 or 3 people. I don't understand. But it was like they made like 16 hot dogs and 16 buns. And I'm like, are y'all having a party? Or is it just going to be the 3 of y'all? Like, I'm confused. Like, who's eating all this food? Who is eating all of the food, y'all? Can somebody let me know? I do not know. So Dennis is on the grill. He's on the 1s and 2s with the hot dogs, cooking the hot dogs, talking about his, how he doesn't like to do boiling hot dogs. But they didn't talk about microwaving hot dogs or cooking the hot dogs in the air fryer. I guess they didn't want to touch on that. But they did cook the hot dogs. They grilled it on the stove and everything else. Some were grilled on the stove and then some were cooked elsewhere. And then they, of course, heated up the buns and all of that and grilled on the buns. Then what else happened? There wasn't many questions. Porsha was trying to get details about Dennis, if he was seeing anybody. Dennis really wasn't saying anything. He did throw a little shot at Britt, because Porsha was asking, she was like, you haven't cooked for me in a while. You haven't done this since we were together, since we were dating. And Dennis was like, well, I don't do that anymore. And then Porsha threw a dig and she was like, oh, you just buy them diamond necklaces now. And he was like, oh, your friend got away with them, right? Basically throwing that shade or whatever. So then you guys, Dennis was about to cook the chili and Portia's like, I don't want any sugar. I don't want anything sweet. And Dennis is like, but no, I make a certain concoction of my chili sauce or whatever. So I need sugar. So Porsha has an over 40 moment. And I'm here to tell y'all, even if you're not 40 or whether you're under 40 or over 40, y'all, it happens anyways. It happens anyway. Listen, it happens. I'm forgetting stuff and I'm sick. I'm saying the wrong things and I am sick, y'all. So, Porsha goes into the pantry. She gives this explanation as far as to why the pantry has a whole bunch of empty containers. She says she used to have a bunch of cereal, but since she cut out cereal, the containers are empty, right? And I don't know why people are saying, like, I don't feel anything is like dirty or nasty in Porsha's house. It looks really nice and clean and organized. So I don't know what's going on. But nonetheless, she said that she was in there and she was like, okay, so what am I in here for? Why am I in the pantry? What am I doing in the pantry? And I've had this moment before, and I'm not even Porsha's age, and I had this moment before. I was like, okay, so what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I was forgetting there was something I was supposed to do, and even sometimes I'll be on my phone. I'll be like, there was something I was supposed to look up. There was something I was supposed to research. There was a TV show I was supposed to watch. What was I supposed to watch? What was I supposed to do again? And so then Porsha had to ask Dennis, because I thought it was going to come to her, right? I thought it was going to come to Porsha on what she needed in the pantry. And she was like, she had to call Dennis. She was like, Dennis, what am I doing again in the pantry? And he was like, sugar. And she was like, oh, yeah. Sugar. So then we talk about Porsha's dating life, right? And Porsha said that there have been a couple guys in her DMs, but she says when she's seeing somebody, she blocks the DM so that you have to request to follow her in order to be able to send her DMs. So she said she lied on the Sherri Shepherd show, alleging that whoever a famous DM was began with the letter B. And actually, it allegedly was somebody with the name, with the initial with the letter O. Are we talking Odell Beckham Jr.? Because I know we're not talking about Omar Epps. I know Omar Epps is happily married to the girl from Total. So I know we're not talking about him. I don't know who else we're talking about that begins with an O. I'll let y'all ponder about that in the comments. What famous man with the beginning initial O was in Porsha's DMs, y'all? So nonetheless, her and Dennis randomly had a toast to that. And then it was funny, y'all. Dennis asked Porsha what was the status of her divorce to Simon. And Porsha left the room. Porsha left the room. Dennis was like, I tried to ask her, anytime I try to ask her something about the divorce, she leaves. She leaves me in the dust. She pays me dust, y'all. She does not want to talk about that divorce in any capacity, y'all. So nonetheless, that happens. And she then decides, okay, as well, that, she comes back in. I don't know. It was like she left, and she left with her phone, and then she came back, and there was all this smoke. So Portia's up here opening up the doors, and she's like, we should eat outside on the patio and all this and that. And she's like, well, we can eat outside on the patio, but are you gonna be too hot in your snowsuit? And then they do an image of Dennis and his snowsuit or whatever he's got on, and they animate like snowflakes coming down, and that was hilarious. I died. And also, Porsha was doing some cute little close-up videos and close-up shots of Dennis with like the hot dogs, and Dennis with the food to like show the presentation and everything else of all the food. And so, but they didn't put any toppings or anything because Dennis was going on about making some stuff Chicago style and some other stuff. However, the video ended. And the other thing, there was this other animation of Porsha saying that she prefers to eat her hot dogs with plain Lay's potato chips and milk. And then they had an animation of equaling the toilet. No, what? No, they should have said plain potato chips with hot sauce and equals the toilet. the milk is not even. Dennis was like, what are you talking about needing milk? No. So none of the less, y'all. That essentially was the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to guess there's a part 2 because we didn't see them actually eat the hot dogs or put any toppings on the hot dogs, or Porsha to give her critique of the hot dogs like we have seen in other videos where Portia's eating. We see her eating the food and giving her critique on stuff. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let me know what y'all think. Did y'all see Portia's latest video with the hot dog man, aka Dennis the Menace? And then she made another cute comment that, promoting the alcohol, promoting the hot dogs and all this and that this is going to be good to bring more money for their family. And also, Dennis was also talking about maybe they should produce a cooking show together. It actually could be entertaining. Dennis and Porsha doing a little cooking show together, kind of similar to what Tamar and her mom Evelyn is doing. Would y'all watch that? A Porsha and Dennis cooking show? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.